There's a moment every golfer knows. Not on the course, not under the lights. It's that quiet moment when something feels off, and no one around you can quite tell what it is. You're on the range. You're hitting balls. The crowd outside is buzzing with anticipation. And then you stop. You pick up your bag. You walk away. Early. That's exactly what happened with Rory McIlroy. And before you think this is just another slow news day story, trust me, it isn't. Because the way Rory walked off that practice range says something much bigger about where his head is, where his game is, and whether the PGA Championship is truly his moment to finally close the chapter that has haunted him for over a decade. Some people saw the footage and laughed it off. He's fine, they said. He's Rory. He always finds a way. But I've been watching this man play golf for years. And something about this felt different. Something about this felt like a warning sign. Or maybe, just maybe, a message. Stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you're going to see this story in a completely different light. If you're someone who genuinely loves this sport, if golf isn't just a game for you, but something that moves you, something that makes you feel alive on a Sunday afternoon, then this channel is for you. We go deeper than the scoreboards. We talk about the soul of the game. If that means something to you, hit subscribe right now and join this golf family. Every single video we make is for people like you. Welcome in. Now, let's go back to the beginning. Let's talk about Rory McIlroy and what practice actually means at this level. When a player of Rory's caliber steps onto the range before a major, every swing is watched. Every club selection is analyzed. Coaches take notes. Caddies take mental photographs. The media zooms in. And the player himself, someone like Rory, is going through an internal checklist that most of us will never fully understand. He's not just warming up. He's confirming. He's building confidence. He's making sure that the swing he spent months engineering is actually there when it counts. For Rory, the range is sacred ground. It's where the tournament truly begins. So when he cut that session short, people noticed. Of course they did. Now, here's the thing nobody talks about. Cutting a practice session short doesn't always mean something is broken. Sometimes, it means the work is done. Sometimes the smartest players in the world know exactly when to stop, because grinding past a certain point doesn't add anything. It just chips away at what's already good. Could that be what happened here? Absolutely. Rory has always been intelligent about his preparation. He knows his body. He knows his game. And at this stage of his career, after everything he's been through, he's earned the right to trust himself. But here's the part nobody talks about when they say that. Even if the physical preparation is fine, there's one thing no practice session can fully fix. And that thing has been Rory McIlroy's greatest challenge at the PGA Championship for years. His mind. Let's go there. Let's be honest about it, because Rory fans deserve honesty more than they deserve comfort. Rory McIlroy is one of the most gifted golfers to ever hold a club. His ball striking, his distance control, his short game when it's clicking, all world class. He's a four-time major champion. He's been world number one. He has done things on a golf course that make your jaw drop. And yet, the PGA Championship has become this strange, complicated mountain for him. Not because he can't play the course. Not because the field is too strong. But because of what the tournament has come to represent. The career Grand Slam. Think about what that means for a second. Think about what it feels like to stand on the first tee of a tournament knowing that if you win, you join the most exclusive club in all of sports. Nicklaus, Player, Hogan, Woods. The names that live forever. That's the weight Rory carries onto that first tee every single time. And there's a cruelty to it, isn't there? Because the harder you want something, sometimes the harder it becomes to actually get it. The mind tightens. The grip tightens. The swing that felt so free on Tuesday suddenly feels mechanical on Sunday. We've seen it. We've felt it watching him. Those back nine moments where you're sitting at home, heart in your throat, thinking, this is the one. This is finally the one. And then it isn't. But wait, because this year feels different. And I don't say that lightly. Here's where everything changed. And I mean everything. At the Masters earlier this year, Rory McIlroy finally broke through. He put on one of the great Sunday performances in recent memory. He played with freedom, with joy, with the kind of abandon that top players talk about in interviews, but rarely actually show. He made putts. He made decisions. He didn't flinch. And when it was done, when he had that Masters jacket on his shoulders, something shifted in him. You could see it in his face. Not relief, something deeper than relief. Like a man who had been carrying a boulder for 10 years, and someone finally said, "You can put that down now." The Rory McIlroy who tees it up at the PGA Championship this year is not the same Rory McIlroy who has stood on that first tee before. He is proof now. Proof that he can close. Proof that the moment doesn't own him. Proof that when his name is on the leaderboard on Sunday, he can get the job done. That changes everything about how he'll approach this week. So now go back and look at that practice session. Look at him cutting it short. And ask yourself, is that a man who is struggling? Or is that a man who already knows what he needs to know? And yet, because golf is never simple, there are still questions. Real ones. The field at the PGA Championship this year is not forgiving. Scottie Scheffler is playing the kind of golf that makes other players on the range stop and just watch. Xander Schauffele is dangerous. Viktor Hovland can go low at any moment. And then there's the young generation, hungry and fearless. Players who haven't yet learned to be scared of the moment. Rory will have to beat all of them. He'll have to beat them while the entire golf world is watching and hoping and projecting their own emotions onto him. He'll have to beat them on the hardest days, when the wind picks up and the greens get firm and the course stops giving anything away for free. And he'll have to do all of that while carrying, still, even after the Masters, the knowledge that this is the last piece. The PGA Championship. The one that makes him complete. Can he do it? Here's what I believe. And I think, deep down, if you've watched Rory for any length of time, you believe it too. Yes, he can. Not because it's destined. Not because the universe owes him anything. But because of who he is. Because of the work. Because of the fight. Because every single time this man has been knocked down, by injuries, by blown leads, by the weight of expectation, he has come back. Harder. Sharper. More ready. That practice session may have ended early. But the preparation? The preparation has been building for 15 years. Here's something to think about as we get close to the end of this story. There's a quote from Rory that I keep coming back to. He said once that the hardest thing in golf isn't the physical part. It's learning to be okay with not being in control of the outcome. Learning to do your best, and then let go. That's a lesson most of us learn on a public course on a Saturday morning. Not on the biggest stage in the world with a career Grand Slam on the line. But Rory has learned it. The hard way, yes. Through years of near misses and heartbreak, and going home empty-handed. But he's learned it. And now he's standing at the doorway of something historic. The PGA Championship is still his to win. The practice session ending early? That might just be Rory McIlroy finally, at last, trusting himself completely. And if that's the case, if this is the week where the last piece clicks into place, then we will all be watching one of the great moments in modern golf. A story that deserved the ending it finally got. Whatever happens, this week matters. This player matters. And this story is far from over. Drop your predictions in the comments. Do you think this is Rory's year? Do you think the Masters win changes everything? But does the PGA bring its own demons? I want to hear from you. And if you've made it this far, you're exactly the kind of golf fan this channel was made for. Subscribe, stay close, and we'll see you in the next one. This is golf, and this is why we love it.